54, middle of a crowded home. The 5 brothers and sisters are running wild, never much alone. Basketball courts and choir songs echo through those halls. Learning early how to work, learning how to stand tall. Strand steel mornings, long days, 11 years of sweat and steel. And tech sport for 35 more, doing what a man should feel. A calloused hand and steady stride, never chasing fame. Just a quiet man in Houston, making honest days the same. Down at Fairbanks on a revival night in '73, a friend named Robbie said, "Come along, there's something you should see." Boyce Evans preached and Charlie knelt where the old wood altar stood. That night he gave his heart to Christ and his whole life turned for good. Years rolled on till a summer night at a single swim affair. Sandy tried to drown a man just to get his attention there. 7 months and wedding bells rang out in sacred space. 45 years later, still amazing grace. Yeah. 16 years of waiting prayers till heaven sent a light. Maddie Rose arrived one day and made the whole world bright. 42 and holding her, tears in a father's eyes. Sometimes God saves the sweetest gifts for later in our lives. And down at church every Sunday, knees bowed low in prayer. A man who leads his family well and shows them Christ is there. A Bible worn with faithful hands, a quiet guiding voice, sharing hope with anyone. That's Charlie's chosen choice. Colorado mountains call him where the tall aspens grow. Unit 61 still holds the tracks he loves to know. First elk in '76 when he was just 22 years. A mule deer 10 years later still brings a smile through tears. Came back 40 years later with old friends by his side. Rankin Bob and Bruce again where the big bulls roam and hide. A 6x5 came walking through that autumn mountain air, like God was writing one more story, waiting for him there. There were hunts with no brakes, rolling down a mountain road. Sheriff notes on dusty trucks where the search teams almost rode. Plenty stories told with laughter when the day was through, and every punchline followed by one of Charlie's dad jokes too. He drove through cow patties to his sister's old place. Charlie and Marlon with their poles as they entered through the gate. A dog named Charlie met them, jumping up a few times, making mud and a mess of everything, but they didn't mind. They pulled a few good fish from that quiet little shore. Now she sold that land, the times were grand, and they'll talk about it more. But there's one old friend in heaven he's still longing for. Robbie Robinson waiting just beyond that golden door. The man who said, "Come hear the word," one night long ago, changed the road that Charlie walks more than he'll ever know. And someday past the Jordan, where the faithful finally roam, Charlie's gonna find his friend in that bright eternal home. First thing he'll do is hug him tight for the path he helped him see, then thank the Lord for every mile from Houston to eternity. saints' pews to mountain trails and all the years between. A life of faith, of work, of love, the truest kind of dream. Okay, Charlie, God is still using you in the lives of those you're teaching. More than Bible studies, also by your life. Stay faithful, my brother.